Dana Skelley.
Hi.
From TfL. Customer focus, we've been hearing a lot about the highways network. Are you at TfL, are you sufficiently engaged with your customers?
So there's a whole host of ways that we need to engage with our customers, and indeed do engage with our customers. I guess at one end of it, one of the most important things for our customers is to get up-to-date and local information about what's happening and what impacts on them. That's actually not been so easy, but with the advent of digital technology, so the fact that we're going to be rolling out digital advertising in our bus shelters, and we'll be able to put local, up-to-date messaging to local people, will mean that we'll be in touch with our customers and informing them much better. But then there's the kind of, are you really understanding what pains your customers, what delights your customers?
Yeah.
And we've got good insight into that, but we need to understand a bit more about how you can kind of drive that.
Because in many ways, are we seeing a switch, I suppose, from the emphasis at TfL? They've done all this on the trains and the tube network. Is there now an emphasis on the highways network at TfL to really try to re-engage or to boost the engagement with road users?
Well, I would take exception that it hasn't been there for a long time, but certainly there is a huge difference, isn't there, that a lot of the world of highways is about non-fare paying passengers as opposed to the world of buses and tubes, which is fare paying passengers, so you've already got a different audience there. But we certainly do want to get our customers to help our customers understand that every journey does matter, whether you're walking, cycling, and that whole idea of engaging with our customers is something that we're focusing on a lot more in highways, but it's more difficult, isn't it? Because they haven't come into a system and paid to be in there.
Well, how do you balance that, I suppose, the emphasis between cars and taxis and lorries and bikes and pedestrians, of course? How do you balance that?
Well, in terms of understanding our customers, that's the starting point, isn't it? You don't try and understand one group more than the others. You try and get a full understanding of the needs, desires, aspirations, pains, and then you start lining that up with policy, the art of the possible, and what we've got in terms of the finite road space that's available. So we have a set of surface outcomes that we're seeking to achieve, which includes reducing casualties, obviously, but having a reliable road network, and that is a difficult balance.
We've also heard a lot today about at this Highways UK conference about whole life costing and really trying to whole life value, really trying to invest in highways over the longer term. Is that something which you're embracing?
Yeah, so to me, whole life value and whole life cost is not just minimising whole life cost in terms of getting the right delivery arrangements, in terms of intervening at the right time, in terms of asset investment. It's also about maximising the commercial opportunity of our assets. That's all part of that value. And
of course, the point you made just a moment ago on the conference floor was that if you spend your capital wisely, it'll actually reduce the actual operational cost and therefore affect the whole life value.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that if we make those decisions, if we get those decisions right in terms of our capital investment, that it will produce natural efficiencies in our operating costs.
So what does success on the capital's road network look like to you?
Well, we're supporting London's growth. Every journey does matter, and we're seeking to balance the needs of all of our customers and get them to trust us as an organisation which is there to support them, there to provide an environment for the movement of people and goods, and for them to trust that we're investing in the right way. Yeah,
because you could argue that no congestion is a failure, because you need it. Is there a certain level of congestion which is good in London?
That whole idea of kind of measurability and basing everything on a measure is not, it's much broader and wider than that.
But I suppose you've also got measures around air quality, you've got measures around, let's say, safety and casualties. But for you, what are the priorities? What are the kind of the prime measures that you have?
Reducing casualties, air quality, but in terms of our customers travelling, what they're interested in is a reliable journey. They want to know how long that journey takes. They want the information to know in advance that they can plan that journey. If they know how long it takes, they're certainly more content than if it's a different period of time every time, like the Blackwall Tunnel, for example.
And if they can get it on their phone, even better. Dana, thanks for joining us here today. And it's a challenging world out there for you on the highways in London.